Hey everybody, welcome to Perry TV. We got the great Douglas Macgregor. This is up to the minute. In fact, 16 minutes ago. It is now, let me check, 4:18 Eastern Standard Time, Greenwich Mean Time. Douglas Macgregor on a failure of imagination. This is just after the ceasefire. It appears to me that both sides have broken it, but as J.D. Vance said, it's a ceasefire. It takes time for parts of the country to know what's going on. However, the Prime Minister of Israel has said it does not include Lebanon, and he's fighting what he's got to fight.
Prime Minister Netanyahu is trying somehow or another to align himself with President Trump on the idea of a ceasefire, at least a temporary one.
Here's what President Netanyahu said last night about Lebanon.
I have said that I've insisted that the ceasefire with Iran does not include Lebanon, and this is what is happening. Today, we have dealt Hezbollah the biggest blow that it has suffered since the pager operation. We targeted 100 command sites, headquarters, in 10 minutes. They didn't know what happened.
Colonel, they targeted a downtown shopping district and residential suburbs. How can this possibly be justified by any universally accepted standard of human behavior?
Yeah, Judge, that's what they're doing. They're killing civilians. To what end? It's not worth it.
We care. We have to be frank and honest and open about what we're dealing with. Israel has a plan to essentially turn most of the region that doesn't submit to their dominance into Gaza or the facsimile of Gaza. Now, President Trump may not personally support that, but he's effectively enabling it. And what he's trying to do is to buy some time for, I think, our forces in the region to rearm, refresh, refit.
Yeah, the ceasefire is for reloading. Israel hasn't expanded its country ever. In fact, all the wars that they've been fought, every Arab country's attacked them. They've never once increased their area of land. They gave back Gaza. What did the Gazans do? They turned it into a launch pad against Israel. Sorry to interrupt. Let's listen in.
We're moving in and out. The global economy was actually doing pretty well. The global south, which suffers the most as a result of the closure of the strait, was in good shape. Now, all of a sudden, the global economy is on the road to some sort of economic depression unless a miracle occurs and we stop the war within the next few days. And I think we have to...
Not likely. Not likely. Nothing's getting stopped. Iran is just out there just spending their money, building tunnels, filling them with missiles. Israel doesn't do that. Israel does what they do when they open. They don't start wars. They know they can't win. They're a tiny country. If they didn't have nuclear weapons, they'd be overrun in a New York second. So Donald Trump is doing what he thinks he has to do. Nobody tells Donald J. Trump what to do, Colonel Macgregor. And all full due respect for your combat veteran and being a colonel. Thanks for watching. Please support my channel. We show both sides.